Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have been watching my recent videos, I just want to say thank you so much. It warms my heart that some people are watching my videos. A lot of them are vlog style because they're kind of easier to edit, they're easier to do. This style video is a little bit harder for me just because the setup in my room isn't exactly ideal, but I really appreciate, again, you guys kind of, taking this ride with me. Like I've said in a couple videos, I've been on YouTube a while, and this is the first time I've been able to be consistent. So I appreciate those subscribers who have stuck with me and my new watchers. Please subscribe, tell a friend, and like the video if you enjoy what you see here today. Today's video is going to be my current favorites and basically how I de-stress. I know all of us are facing a lot of anxieties and difficulties during this time, whether it be financial, mental, physical, spiritual, and all those types of things. And I basically want to shed some light on what I do to stay positive and motivated during this time. All right, let's get started. I've got a list here, guys. A lot of the things are not exactly tangible. So while I will show you things like, items that you can purchase, a lot of the things have to do with what's going on up here. And I definitely feel like I can offer some insight as to how I stay motivated, how I continue to organize my workspace, stay positive, and kind of just keep on going. All right, let's get into it. So the first item I want to talk about is a glorious tea that I like to drink. And it's something called the Organic Cup of Calm by Traditional Medicinals. And it looks like that. This is a lavender mint flavor. I cannot tell you how relaxing this tea is. Anytime I'm feeling anxious at night, I just make a cup of this and it just takes all my cares away. I can't tell you how awesome this is. They sell this on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description box. They sell them in packs of 3. I haven't been able to find this in the stores, but like I said, Amazon sells it in packs of 3, so I buy it like that. Every time I run out, I make sure I have another box. Next item I want to talk about is a body butter by Leanne Grace, specifically the Citrus Bliss flavor or scent. I'm going to smell it right now because it just takes me places. Citrus Bliss is just what it sounds like. A citrusy flavor that you can't quite put your finger on, but it is very fresh, very airy. I love to lather my whole body after I'm done in a shower, and basically it makes your body feel moist and supple for hours and even into the next morning. I use it on my feet as well because, as you know, during the summer you walk around barefoot or whatever. You do as well as you can to scrub your feet in the shower, but then you need a good body butter, and I highly recommend Leanne Grace. I actually need to repurchase it now that I'm thinking about it, so I'm definitely going to go and get some more of this. CBDs are something that I was introduced to a few years ago for some body pains and some anxiety. So basically what I use this for, this is the Lord Jones High CBD Formula Body Lotion. I use this for body pains or aches that I have on my back or my sides. And this is a pricier product, but it's definitely worth it. I think this works great. There's a lot of people who are in the, CBDs or placebo kind of boat, but I tend to believe, and I've had the effects of it, that it works. So I love this. This is, again, I'll show this to you. I don't think it's focusing. The Lord Jones Body Lotion. Now that one's a little pricey. If you're not into that one and you just need a little bit of CBD, I recommend the Kanuka, I think it's Kanuka CBD Nourishing Body Cream. You can get this at Ulta. It's a little bit bigger of a package. It's got a little bit of a scent. I get the unscented in the Lord Jones one, but for this one, it has a Manuka honey. I don't know how to explain the scent. It's kind of citrusy, but very light. So if you're looking for just a cheaper version of the CBD lotion, I would say go for this one. I put this one on my feet and it relaxes me. So just a great, great lotion. The next thing I want to talk about is not a tangible item. I have been on the Weight Watchers program since October of 2019. Now, since that time, I have lost over 40 pounds. 40 pounds, and that's without an ounce of exercise. I have not hit the gym since that time, not one time. It has been a source of pride for me. It has been a source of motivation for me. And I highly recommend Weight Watchers. Obviously, talk to your doctor before trying any kind of diet plan. But I know for me, I was at my wit's end when it came to weight loss. I couldn't exercise, so I needed to have something that I could do to lose the weight that I had put on. I'll talk about it more in a video in the future. I want to wait until I've lost 50 pounds to make a full video on it because that's kind of my goal. I want to present to you guys kind of my journey, so I will do that. But I just wanted to say that my Weight Watchers plan has been keeping me sane because the way the program is set up is there's a certain amount of points that you get per day, and each food that you eat equals points. So for instance, chicken breast with no fat on it is 0 points. So if you eat a chicken breast, you've counted nothing against your day. However, if you eat like a piece of Velveeta cheese with that chicken, you know, that cheap cheese Velveeta slice, it's like 1 point per slice. So you just kind of balance out your meals and make sure that you hit your daily points for the day. It's a great program. Like I said, it's something that works for me. I continue to use it and do it. I think I would have lost a lot more weight had we not been in the situation we're in with being home every day and not being as active, but I still have been able to maintain my weight and stay kind of at that 40-pound weight loss marker. So yeah, it's been really great, and I really appreciate Weight Watchers for their program. I don't understand how it works, the science behind it, I don't get it, but I just know that it works. Another huge part of my life is hypnosis. And for those of you that are not familiar with hypnosis and its use and its true nature, that might sound weird. You may have only seen hypnosis where they go like, you know, they swing the watch in front of your eyes and they tell you to cluck like a chicken and they tell you to do weird things in an entertainment type purpose. The reason I go to hypnosis, well, originally it was for weight loss. This was about 4 years ago. And I went for weight loss and I ended up going down 2 sizes. So it did work for me. That time, I went through a couple stressful situations in my life, ended up putting the weight back on. But once I got back into hypnosis, coupled with the Weight Watchers, it actually helped me to lose the 40 pounds again. I think Weight Watchers is a great program, but having said that, I don't think I would have had the mindset or the discipline to do Weight Watchers had I not been doing hypnosis. I'm just by nature a very anxious person. Like right now, I don't know if you can even see, but my leg is shaking. I just get into a nervousness when I'm filming sometimes or doing certain activities. So I tend to be just an anxious person. So hypnosis helps me with that. When I listen to hypnosis on a daily basis, it's very cumulative. So it builds up in your system. Anything dealing with the subconscious, you're training your subconscious to basically obey you. So it's a really involved part of my life, and I would love to get more into it. I may do a full video dedicated to it one day. Another video I would like to do because of how big of a part of my life hypnosis has become. If you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments. Another thing that I love that's not really tangible and that I definitely didn't obey today is straightening my hair. Now, I didn't do it today because I felt like with this outfit and the kind of like vibe I was going for, I wanted like the businesswoman look with the hair up. So I went for that today. But in general, if I'm not feeling too hot about myself, or I'm feeling kind of low or down or anxious or stressed out, I will straighten my hair. It sounds so silly, but looking like me not my hair up. To me, I don't look as great with my hair up, so when I put my hair down, I feel more like me. It's a simple thing. It's kind of like doing your makeup. Doing your hair is the same thing. I recommend doing your hair and makeup as often as you can because it's just something that will boost your confidence, boost your morale, and just make you feel better overall. Speaking of hair and makeup, another thing that's been keeping me sane is trying new makeup looks. It's easy to kind of get caught in the rut of like, oh, the same palette, the same brushes, the same everything. What I've been trying to do is try new techniques and new makeup looks. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been watching my last couple of videos, but I did a lip product declutter and I did an eyeshadow collection video. I have so many palettes, I have so many lip products, and I have only done a very limited amount of looks. In my opinion, I think I tend to kind of rely on a simple eye look because it's just simple. You do it, you get out the door, and you're on to the next thing. But being stuck inside, I love to try new makeup looks. It's just fun. Who cares if you're the only one looking at your selfies? Again, if it boosts your confidence and boosts your morale, it's not hurting anybody, I say go for it. Another thing I really love, and this is gonna come as no shock to anybody watching my channel, I love YouTube. I love YouTubers, I love vlogs, I love watching anybody's life. I love Colleen Ballinger because she shows her vlogs every single day. She jokes that they're boring. She has like a little song at the beginning that says like, she's vlogging, it's boring, I'm Colleen. Hope I don't get copyright stricken for that. But it's not boring because we're all stuck inside and her life is exciting. She's got like 3 channels. They're getting millions of views. She's a huge success and she's not the only one I watch. I mean, I watch so many YouTubers. It's not even funny, but I just mentioned her because of how positive her channel is, even though she goes through some things. Don't we all? And it's just nice to see someone that's such a success talk about the normalcy of life as well. So it's just appreciated. And I just love YouTube. I love the platform. I love everything about it. Another thing that I've really been getting into is new recipes. I just posted a video. It'll be my last video, hopefully. The best steak marinade is what I called it, with a question mark, because I didn't want you guys to know that it was the best steak marinade. I wanted you guys to like, you know, think maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So I've been trying out new recipes. I've been cooking 3 times a day. I don't usually do that. Back before everything happened, I would prep 1 day a week. That's it. I would literally cook 1 day a week. It was Sundays. I would get everything out. It probably took me, you know, 3 hours, 4 at most. And people think, oh my gosh, I could never be stuck in the kitchen for 4 hours. But when you think about it, cumulatively, if you cook every day, it could take you up to an hour every single day to cook your lunch and dinner. So I figured, let me do it all in 1 day. I would prep everything, put it in Tupperware or whatever they call it now, plastic container, Tupperware. How old am I? Plastic containers, and stick it in the fridge. And it was just easier that way. But now with everything going on, I don't have to do that. So I prep a couple things. I'll prep like chicken breasts and, you know, I'll cut up zucchini or whatever and stick it in a container just so I don't have to cut it every single time I go into the fridge. But in any event, I love new recipes. I love cooking with my dad. For those of you that don't know, my dad has been a chef for over 50 years. And he shows me new recipes all the time. We just got like a tortilla maker, one of those like flatten out the tortilla so we can make homemade tortillas. We make like Asian dishes all the time that are super spicy. They have like, I don't know, some kind of oil in them that is just like extremely spicy. Love it. Another thing that has been keeping me sane during this time is my creative outlets. For those of you that don't know, I am a singer-songwriter as well as a beauty person. I'm not a guru, not even close to a guru. So I would consider myself more of a songwriter, singer than anything else. I have been categorizing all my songs, alphabetizing all of my songs, getting my partial songs together, trying to finish them, recording them in my home recording studio, doing things that basically keep me sane. I've always said this, and I will always say this. I don't care if one person hears my song or 1 million people hear my song. I just want to make music. I've always been that way. Of course, I would love to make millions of dollars off of my creativity. Who wouldn't? Art is something that you have to do from your soul, and you can't expect anything in return. It's always great to hear someone say to you, wow, that song is great, or wow, those lyrics touched me, or wow, that beat is awesome. Usually due to my producer, Don Michael Jr. Thanks, Don. I just always will do music. So there are days when I think, why am I doing this? I'm not making any money back on my return. There's no ROI, return on investment, when it comes to music, but I have to remind myself, I've been writing poetry since I was 9. I've been writing music forever, as long as I can remember. So I will always do it. Another thing that brings me a lot of solace is my Bible. I'm not going to get, preachy on you, but I found God about 3 years ago, and ever since that time, I've been a different person. For those of you that know me personally will know that I've been through a lot of changes in the past couple of years, and I use my Bible as well as a website called BibleGateway.com. I'll link it below. And BibleGateway.com has this awesome feature on it where it'll have every single chapter of the Bible in audio form. So if you don't feel like reading your Bible, you don't have to. You can listen to someone else read it to you. And that's the way I love to learn. I love to listen to the Bible being read to me as I read along. Now, I have an NLT version, which is the New Living Translation, and then there's different versions which are on BibleGateway.com that get read to you. Like I have a gentleman who speaks English, who has an English accent. And it sounds elegant when he reads the Bible. And the Lord said that you could go, or whatever. So I love it. Like I said, I'm not going to get too far into that, but for those of you that are looking for a way to learn the Bible, even for your kids or whatever, BibleGateway.com is the way to go. Along with my Bible reading, I'm very active in journaling. So this is my current journal. It just says, it's a good day to have a good day. And I really like journals that have motivational messages on them. This one just looks like that. It's like, I think it's almost college ruled. It's not, but it's almost pretty big lines so that I can write things. I take notes from YouTube videos I watch on like the inner child and, reaction versus response and things like that. I've been really getting into educational videos, and I still put them in my journal because once I learn something and I put it in my notes, I like to go back over it and journal on it. So it just helps me to grow as a person and grow as a Christian, and just stay active and keep my mind going. So being that I only drink water and coffee, being on Weight Watchers, it's nice to have something that's 0 points that I can drink on a daily basis as well. And one of those things is seltzer water. So I brought 2 brands with me. I get both of these at Price Right, which is a ShopRite brand for those of you that don't have those around you. I have bubbly sparkling water, and it's raspberry bubbly, so it looks like that. And it's just seltzer water, guys. It's nothing, crazy. It's 0 calories, 0 everything. And then this one's Bowl and Basket coconut mango sparkling water. I'll try to focus that. Again, 0 calories. These are 12 ounces sparkling water. I love them because they're just refreshing. They're super inexpensive, and they're just a great alternative to drinking plain old water. With all the self-growth that I've been going through in the past 6 months with everything going on, I have to give some of that credit to my therapist. So I won't say his name or where I go or anything like that, but I do want to say that his help has been instrumental in pushing me along my Christian walk, because he is a Christian coach and as well as a licensed therapist. But when you're dealing with a lot, the telehealth, you know, Zoom kind of meetings are very helpful. There's times when I don't want to go. It'll be, you know, time for me to sign in, and I'm like, I don't want to go. But I go because I know that afterwards I feel better. It's kind of like, you know, exercising or going to the gym. You got to exercise and you got to work out your mind. So if you can't have those deep conversations with your friends or family, which a lot of us can't, you have them with your therapist. Please, I recommend that if you're dealing with anything, you know, deeper, or you're going through a lot of changes in your personal life. I mean, we're all going through changes. Honestly, I think everyone should be in therapy right now. It's like not even funny. If you can afford it and you have the time, I think you should do it. No matter who you are, we all have wounds, we all have scars. Some are deeper than others, obviously. But I think therapy is very, very cathartic. I was going to say therapeutic, but that's obvious. I think that talk therapy can help you work out things and give you the tools that you need to move on with your life, no matter what stage you're in. Audible. So I'm not sponsored by Audible. I wish. Audible, call me once I get enough subscribers. Audible's awesome. For those of you that don't know, it's an app on your phone, or you can get it on your browser as well. It is an audio book service, and I have like tons of books. I have so many books that I haven't listened to yet. It's like not funny. I really need to get to that. But Audible is freaking awesome. It's like, I don't know, $16 a month. You get one book per credit for that $16 a month. So you can get like, it could be like a $25 book. It doesn't matter the price of the book. It's kind of confusing, but one month buys you one credit basically. So the credit stands for any kind of book that they sell on their website. So I'm really excited because Mariah Carey's book is coming out September 29th. So obviously that'll be my September book. I've already got that planned. Yeah, so Audible is a great service. Another thing keeping me sane during this time is cleaning and organizing. Yay! I love to clean. I also love to organize things. I have organized everything in my room so many times, it's kind of laughable. I love organizers. I love putting things in their place. It just makes for a cleaner space and a clearer mind. That's what I'm all about, especially at this time in my life. I've slowed down quite a bit mentally, meaning I'm not such a rush to do things. I do things at my own pace. I do things as I feel they come to me in a very intentional way. So I say things intentionally, I do things intentionally, and nothing is left to chance. Not saying I control everything. I definitely do not control most things. And admitting that and letting that go has been great. So what was I even talking about? Cleaning and organizing. How did I get off on that tangent? Cleaning and organizing your space makes you have a freer mind. Right, that. Clean and organize your space. I highly recommend it. The final thing I want to talk about in this video is new music. New music is so important. I love music. Who doesn't love music? I mean, if you don't love music, I mean, what? So I just have a list here of some musicians that have released new music. Tori Kelly, underrated. JoJo, underrated. I hate saying people are underrated, but they are. Like, who's sleeping on these artists? I don't know. Tori Kelly just released a new EP. JoJo keeps releasing albums. It's like insane. Good to Know is her album. She released an acoustic version. Then she's got a deluxe album coming out. Mariah Carey has one coming out called The Rarities. Miley just released a new single, Miley Cyrus, Midnight Sky, like you didn't know who Miley was. Katy Perry's got a new album out called Smile. Taylor Swift just released Folklore and just tore up the whole industry. Queen Herbie. If you haven't heard of Queen Herbie, you need to hear of Queen Herbie. She does a mixture of like rap and R&B that is just phenomenal. I love her. She used to be in the group Carmen. Her and her husband still make the music, but now it's just like her as the front woman, and she is phenomenal. I love her spirit. I love her shine. I just love her. Iggy Azalea just released a song with Tinashe. How do you say that? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. But it's called Dance Like No One's Watching. It's super cute. I really like it. I'm glad Iggy's not talking about what she's normally talking about, to be honest. No offense to her. I'm not into like really like vulgar stuff. So Ariana Grande, she hasn't really released new music. She had a live album that came out called Bye For Now that is just incredible. Nobody's singing like her. Billie Eilish just released a new single called My Future, which is fantastic. And she just released a live version of it on her YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, please do. It's really good. And then Gaga, of course, released Chromatica, which is the album of the summer. If you haven't heard Chromatica, please do yourself a favor and hear Chromatica. And of course, I release new music under my name Cantwell, which is the name of this channel, Cantwell Beauty, but I also use that as my stage name for music. I released an EP in May called I Don't Get Crushes, because I don't. So please check out all that new music. Yes, I am really into women power and girl power. Obviously, like Harry Styles released a song, Watermelon Sugar or whatever. I'm sure other guys did too. I just am really into girl singers. I always have been. I've always been into women singers, probably because I'm a singer and I like to like use their inflections and like copy their techniques and stuff like that. So who knows? Jazz hands. Oh, and one more thing. I want to apologize for wearing a turtleneck that has no sleeves. It is the most confusing garment I think that exists. Am I cold? Am I not cold? Like, what's the story? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below if you think I'm cold or not. I'm actually quite warm because my air conditioner has been off for this entire filming, because otherwise you would hear it and it would be terrible. So yeah. That's it, guys. Those are the things that have been keeping me sane during this time. For those of you that like this video, great. Give it a like, subscribe, tell a friend, do all of the things that you're supposed to do when you like a video on the YouTubes. Yeah, I think this video is over.